Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 1 and we are learning about finite automata. So in my previous video we have started off with a topic known as Murray and Mealy machine, and we have seen how to what is the formal description of a Murray machine and a Mealy machine, and how to identify a Murray machine and a Mealy machine. So basically the main concept that you have to focus in learning Murray machine, and once you know how to construct or design a Murray machine, then it will be easy to understand how to construct a Mealy machine as well. Okay, so let us check with an example. The example says here is that you have to construct a Murray machine that takes the set of all strings over a comma b. That means okay, over a comma b as input. Okay, a comma b will be always a and b will be the input strings, and prints 1 as output for every occurrence of ab. Now suppose if I do a finite automata or DFA, what we do generally, for every occurrence of ab, the state where ab will reach, that state we consider as a final state. But in place of final state, what you have to mention? You have to mention 1 as the output. That's it. As simple as DFA. Okay, so how to construct that I will let you know. First you have to identify what are the input symbols, what are the output symbols. Okay, so this will be the inputs. Sigma generally represents the input alphabets, and delta generally represents the set of output alphabets. Okay, so here actually 0 was not given. It was only explained that 1 will be the output, and for every occurrence of AB. But apart from that, there will be other states as well. So what for that? For that we have to take one more alphabet, and that I have taken as 0 as the other output. Okay, now let us start off with the process. But before starting off with the process, I will just consider few of the strings to be known. Okay, and based on that strings we will check it out how the output we will be printing. Okay, I have considered few of the cases, starting with initial AB as the initial one. Okay, and looking at the final part, on reaching this particular, there will be a state, definitely AB will be reaching, and the output should be what? Output will be must be equal to 1. Okay, now if we talk about this string, we are having two ABs, correct? That means in this particular part we'll be having 1 1. Okay, and in this particular part we'll be having 1 1. That means we'll be having 2 1s over here. I mean to say that we'll be explaining with the diagram, that time it will be clear to you all. Okay, if we are having 3 ABs, then in this part definitely there will be a state. Here also we'll be having a state, correct? And in this part also we'll be having a state. So that means how many ones we'll be having in this for this particular string? We'll be having 3 ones we'll be having. I think it's clear to you all that how to follow up. And apart from that, they have told that takes the set of all strings. So before that and after that also you can have output as well. Okay, that depends on how you are encountering, but output will always be printed on the string, on the occurrence of AB as a final substring. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. So let us check how to draw the diagram. We will start off with the initial state first, as we do in finite automata. Okay, so we got this. I have taken 3 states. Let me increase the size, then it will be easy. I have taken 3 states, A, B and C. Why I have done like this? Because you already know we are having the initial string as AB. That means A will be one's transition and the other one will be B, correct? So definitely I have to take this string as A, correct? And this particular transition will be for B. I think this is clear to everyone. Okay, so this is for A and this is for B. Okay, now what the diagram says, the question says that it will accept for every occurrence of AB, and it will produce as 1 as the output. So definitely where AB is ending at a state C, definitely I have to mark this C as 1. I think it's clear to you all that this state will mark as 1. Okay, and the other states, because these are not accepting states right now, so definitely this will be your 0. Okay, and this particular state will be considered as 0. Okay, now you can identify that how the state diagram we have to draw for a Murray machine. See, a for a single a, it will never accept because it is reaching the output is what, 0, which is not able which is not accepted by the language. And language will accept the string when it will reach the state C, that is AB is the initial string. Now suppose we want two ABs. Okay, we want two ABs. What to do then? So I can take a self loop, I can take a loop from C to B, and what will be this transition? This transition will be nothing but A. I think clear it is. See, A, B, A, B. Okay, where it is ending in state C, which is having the output as 1, so A, B will be accepted. Now if you want 3 ABs, 1 A, B, 2 AB and 3 AB, see the output is 1. So this is how you need to find out the Murray machine. But the Murray machine is not yet completed because we have to check it out for all the strings. That means from and also we have to check that determinism is maintained or not. See, from state A only one transition is coming out, and that is for A. But what about B? So I can take a self loop over here. There is no problem if I take a self loop. Okay, so I have taken two self loop over here. Why I did like this? Because I was not having any input symbol, input transition for A. I was having an input transition for B. Okay, so can anybody let me know in this? You will not be able to let me know. Sorry for that. Okay, so if in this transition, what will be the output for this? The output will be, the input will be for B. So this transition will be for B. This transition will be for A. I think it's clear. So this will be the transition for B. Okay, and this is the transition for A. Now state A is done with the process. Now if you talk about state B, there was a transition for B. There was no issue. Already we have understood why there is a transition for B over here. There is a loop for here for in the state B, and this loop will be what? This loop will be for input symbol A. Okay, now if we look into this diagram, this is a loop having A and ending with B, and there is a where it is ending over state C, which is having the output as 1. So this is perfectly accepted because AB is the substring that is being accepted for output as 1. Okay, now looking into state C we are left out with one transition, and that is what? That is your transition for B. Okay, now what to do with B? Can I take one more state and then move that B transition? No need for that. I can directly transmit a state, a transition from state C till state B. Okay, so I can directly do a state transition for this one. Okay, so what will be this transition? This transition will be nothing but your state for the input symbol B. Okay, this is for input symbol B. I think if you look into this diagram, this is the perfect Murray machine. Okay, which is having the substring as AB. Okay, and we are printing for every occurrence of AB as 1 as the output. So definitely this particular state will act as a final state, and other states will act as a non-final state. Okay, so you can pause the video and you can consider any number of strings, combination of any strings, but having a substring as AB, and that will be accepted only we reach a particular state C. Okay, with the output as 1. Okay, so this is all about Murray machine. Now if we talk about Mealy machine is as simple as that. What is about Mealy machine? Mealy machine explains you the output which is associated with the inputs, that means associated with the transitions. Okay, now how to draw the transitions? Okay, how to write down the outputs for this? Okay, now if you look into the initial transition, that is B having a self loop, where this B is entering? B is entering into the state A, and which is output having as 0. How did you came to know? Because I have already drawn the Murray machine, and I know that A is having output as 0, and which is accepting the language very nicely. That means for B transition, what will be the output? The output will be 0. The output will be 0. I think it's clear to you all that how the output we are considering. Then we will check it out one more incoming edge to this state. This is the incoming edge from state C to state A. What is the input? B. What is the transition where it is entering? A. What is the output for this particular state? 0. So what will be the output for this transition? Output will be 0. I think it is clear. Okay, then next moving into the second state, that is B. B is having three incoming edges. See, one this one, another this one, and another is this one. So for this transition A, it is entering into B, which is having an output 0. Okay, therefore this output will be, for this transition will be it will be 0. Okay, similarly if I talk about the other two transitions, so it will be having an output as 0 for this transition, and also this transition output will be 0. I think both the states are clear to you all. Now we are left out with state number C, which is having incoming edge B. So B is entering into state C but having output what? 1. So for this transition, the output will be 1. I think for all the scenarios I am done with the process. Is there any transition which is left out? I don't think so. Now you can remove the outputs that is being associated with the states. So now this is your final Mealy machine. So if you know Moore machine very nicely, then it's not a big deal to understand how to draw a Mealy machine. Only you have to clear with the process of how to construct a Moore machine. Okay. So if you have understood, if you've seen the video entirely, I think it is clear to everyone that how to construct a Moore machine and Mealy machine. So this is your Mealy machine. If you talk about the Moore machine, so this is your Moore machine, okay, where we are having all the states associated with the outputs, and the input transitions are this. Okay, just you need to just how to construct that finite automata, that only you have to keep in mind how we did it from a language to a finite automata. We have to first check what are the restricted part. Restricted part is that for every occurrence of AB, the output should be 1. Otherwise, it can be of any output. So I have taken 0 as the other output. Okay, and this 0 will signify that these are non-final states or even non-accepting states. And this 1 will represent that this is an accepting state where we are having every occurrence of AB only. There is no other occurrence apart from this. Okay, and why we have taken all possible combinations of a loop, and then we have taken this B, because in order to meet different kinds of strings, because it is saying that takes the set of all possible strings over AB. So in the next video we will look into one more example where we will check it out how to construct the same Moore machine and Mealy machine. In this example I haven't shown you how to construct a transition table, but when we'll be doing the conversion process, we will definitely look into that better matter. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. If you're having any suggestions or comments, you can comment down below, and also do subscribe my channel. Thank you.